fix you up, make everything much smoother again. I'll fix you up, from sunrise till dawn, my friend. I'll fix you up, with these hands and heart so true. I'll fix you up, Daniel, I'll fix you up. The connections might be tangled, the power source has lost its spark, but every wire tells a story, and I can mend what's torn apart. From sunrise till dawn, I'll be here waiting. From sunrise till dawn, I'll never stop. I'll fix you up, make everything run smooth again. I'll fix you up, from sunrise till dawn, my friend. I'll fix you up, with these hands and heart so true. I'll fix you up, Daniel, I'll fix you up. When the current isn't flowing, when the signals disappear, I'll be here with tools and patience, make the static crystal clear. Every cable, every circuit, every problem that you bring, I'll restore what time has broken, make your whole world sing. So don't you worry about tomorrow, don't you stress about today. I've got maintenance for your troubles, and I'll chase them all away. I'll fix you up, make everything run smooth again. I'll fix you up, from sunrise till dawn, my friend. I'll fix you up, with these hands and heart so true. I'll fix you up, Daniel, I'll fix you up. Hey, Daniel, everything's good as new. Hey, Daniel, I'll fix you up for you.
Well, welcome to the show. Today is one of my favorite judges, Judge David Fleischer. I like this guy. So sit back, let's watch a little David Fleischer. And guys, if you're not a subscriber to this channel and you like the content that's on this channel, whether it be the court or be the live scanner feeds, please consider subscribing to this channel and helping this channel grow. And by all means, please share these streams out over the interwebs. Let people know that we are here and what we are doing on this channel. I would like to get 500 subscribers or more before the end of this year. So I know we can do it. We have a great community here. So let's get started with Judge David Fleischer. Bigger. And yes, I will be here, but I'll be watching. So I'm gonna mute my mic and let's get started.
You and I have been together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. You're on bond for this DWI. You've been on bond since 2019, and now you've picked up a couple felonies out of state. I don't want you to talk about the case. My only concern is while you're on bond in this case, you're supposed to behave yourself. You're not supposed to pick up any new cases, and you've picked up a couple felonies out of another state. Are we supposed to reward you for picking up new cases? What else has he done, Ms. Ziegler, since 2019? 2 cases? 1 case?
I believe it was just 1 case from October.
You don't know what an AI work management platform is?
Why should I not revoke his bond and put him in jail now? He's on bond for this case. He's been on bond and he now picked up a felony in another state.
And I do understand that, Your Honor. I think that just in the interest of justice, I think that given the facts, and obviously we're not here to discuss what's going on in Louisiana.
Are you representing him in Louisiana?
I'm not, no, Your Honor, I'm not representing him in Louisiana. But obviously, I'm in contact with counsel there. I think without getting into the details of that, Your Honor, I think it's an extraordinarily interesting law that they have, or laws that they have in Louisiana, where what we would consider as a technical civil dispute somehow gets transformed into a criminal matter in Louisiana. Obviously, the French civil law, I don't even attempt to try to understand those rules, but it is more of a civil dispute more than some type of fraud that was taking place in this situation. I think we're very optimistic that that's going to get resolved. Obviously, I've just been on this matter, Your Honor, focusing in on the CWI matter, Your Honor. It was, yes, it was a crash, but the facts as set forth in the incident report, Your Honor, he did not collide with another vehicle. He didn't hit a pole. He didn't hit a tree. Instead, based upon the report, he swerved to avoid another car coming out of a private driveway. So to avoid from hitting that vehicle, he swerved, hit a curb, which resulted in blowing out the tire on his vehicle. The car had other people in the car, and obviously that creates some issues, as Your Honor could imagine. But this was not a DWI case where he's driving down the road 60 miles an hour and crashes into someone or anything in that realm, Your Honor. For those reasons, I think in the interest of justice, having him to go to jail, not that that's what's on the table right now, but having
It is on the table now because he picked up a felony case while he's on bond for a case, right? He's been MIA for 5 years, and now you want some kind of in the interest of justice. The interest of justice is that we protect our county. You're on bond for this case. You've been on bond for 5 years. You've been gone. Now you pick up a felony case. Are we supposed to patch on the back? No, I'm revoking your bond. I'm taking you into custody. What are we supposed to do? You know, you can't just be gone and then you pick up a felony case in another state. I mean, what are we supposed to do? You know, really. But you have to understand that actions have consequences, right? You're an adult. Your failure to act, your failure to come, you're picking up a new case. Now, I know that you say it's a civil dispute, but they found enough probable cause and a grand jury indicted you. That's usually between 9 to 12 people that sit, have completely neutral and detached, sit, listen to facts and determine, hey, we think this person may have committed a felony offense.
Which it was original arrest warrant, and the DA still hasn't accepted charges.
and Your Honor, again, not getting into the details, and it's not, we're not here to try to resolve the Louisiana.
I get it, but
I'm sorry.
go ahead.
No, Your Honor, and I'm just, let me suggest it, Your Honor. What happens in Louisiana is this. There's a civil dispute between the parties, what we would call a civil dispute. And as a result, in Texas, what we would do in the event if a contractor or subcontractor is not paid, we place a lien on someone's property. In Louisiana, if that same transaction happens, the homeowner, now obviously there would be consequences, there may be consequences for that homeowner, can call the DA and say, no, this guy ripped me off. Notwithstanding the fact they owe him money, this guy ripped me off. And if the DA there,
because I've had 2 people that have done that to me.
well, Your Honor, over there, Your Honor, over there, that it turns into a criminal matter. So again, we think it's going to get wiped away. I know we are this close to getting this matter resolved. And I think in all respect to the court, all respect to the bench, Your Honor, not being here for 5 years is a major issue. This matter should have been resolved a long time ago. Had I been brought in 6 months ago, it would have been resolved 6 months ago, Your Honor. We're just asking that, one, if there could be a level of grace and mercy extended to Mr. Williams at this today, I think we could get the matter resolved today, Your Honor. Obviously, I haven't had an opportunity to look at the medical records. I haven't had an opportunity. I haven't had more than 30 minutes to even examine the record.
And you know, I'm sorry that you're being placed into this precarious position now. And the facts are what they are, right? If we could make our own facts, we would all win. But at times, the bill comes due. That is today. But if you think that you can just continue to get away, jump 5 years, come back, and while you're out there, you pick up a felony case as well.
Hey, Ryan Reynolds here from Mint Mobile.
I can't because I would be telling you that that behavior is okay, and it's not. If you guys are able to, work something out, by all means, I'm okay with that. But I can't in good conscience when he's been gone for 5 years. He picked up a felony, whether it's in Abu Dhabi, whether it's in Alabama, Oklahoma, he's hopscotching states, but he goes with you. If you want to work something out, I'm happy to whatever you guys want to do, but it's only fair, it really. But like I said, if you guys work something out, I'm happy to entertain whatever you guys want to do. But you guys talk, don't
Understand.
not here. He's going to take him back. I'm going to let you guys talk, see what you want to do. I'm all ears. I'm always open to anything else. But the bill comes due. All right. I'm not going to continue to play this game with you. Mr. Castro, I'm not doing this again.
Sir.
Look at me.
Sir.
I have people that continue to come back over and over and over, and all they, I want you to look at me, because this is going to be a life-changing moment for you right now. They keep coming back. They keep pleading guilty. They keep coming back. They keep pleading guilty. And it's a revolving door. The door stops today. Do you understand?
Yes.
If you are unable to not pick up cases, then we are going to delve deep next time as to why it continues to happen. If that means putting you in a rehab facility, in a dual diagnosis residential facility for figuring out mentally why these things keep happening, then so be it. The door stops today.
Yes, sir.
Do you understand, Mr. Castro? I know you well. And in the last 2 to 3 years, we're working at least, since you and I have been together, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 stops today. If you are unable to exercise self-control, we are going to dance a lot together next time. Do you hear me?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Hear me loud and hear me clear, Mr. Castro, because I'm not doing this again.
Yes, sir.
We will have issues next time. Do you understand?
Yes, sir. Yes.
You now stand charged with theft. How many is this anyways? Is the next one a felony regardless?
I don't believe so, Judge, actually.
Judge.
You run an NCIC for me, please, Morgan. Let's take a look to see. I want to advise him properly as to, you need to understand that every time you plead guilty to an offense, it goes on your record. And when you pick up a certain type of offense consecutively and times, they can put it together and they can file a felony case on you, and you're looking at years instead of days. You now stand charged with theft. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. They've offered you 6 days in jail credit for the 2. Any prior thefts this morning?
No, Judge, I'm not seeing any.
You're giving up a lot of rights by entering into this agreement. You give up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on your behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers. If you're not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization. You give up the right to appeal. Mr. Castro, I want the best thing for you, but it continues to happen. So somehow we're not getting through to you. And we need to get through to you so that you understand it's not okay to continue to pick up criminal cases. And in the few short years you and I have been together, we're now working 12 cases. This is not acceptable. What do we need to do to get it to stop?
Yes. But yes, I'm completely capable of these, and because it is so highly agreeable. So I'm on top of it myself as much as I would be able to. This place, it is interestingly confusing, but yes.
Well, let me tell you something. I have a couple people in here that have continued to come back. And what we have done is now have them in facilities trying to figure out why they cannot stop picking up criminal cases. I'm telling you, I've got probably about 4 or 5 individuals that have kept with me. You now are on my list. So heed this warning.
Yes.
Do you understand, Mr. Castro? How do you plead to the offense of theft? Guilty or not guilty?
Guilty, sir.
And we'll find you guilty. I will sentence you to the agreement. Good luck to you, sir. All right, Josh.
Snap your W-2 and file your taxes 100%.
You now have picked up a new case, Mr. Arispe. You now stand charged with terroristic threat or a family or a household member. We are going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you, sir.
Officer was dispatched to a residence in response to a family disturbance. The complainant, the defendant's stepmother, stated that the defendant was upset because he was owed money. The defendant told other members of the complainant's family, if they don't have my money by tonight, I'm going to kill them, as well as I'm going to send my people to shoot them up. The defendant also told the complainant directly, if you don't have my money by tonight, you are going to see. A family member of the defendant and complainant stated that he had seen the defendant walking around with a pistol in his pocket, and the complainant knows that the defendant owned several rifles as well.
You were on bond for unlawful carrying of a weapon. Did we order him not to have one?
Yes, Judge.
Regardless, you picked up a new case. What happens now is I'm going to revoke your bond in the first place and you will stay with me. I will appoint you a lawyer today, Mr. Arispe, so we can talk about how to go forward, but I am ordering you now not to have any contact with these people. Do you understand? And I'm going to tell you, you pick up a third case, I'm going to go bonkers on the bonds. Do you understand? I'm going to do everything in my power to protect this public at all cost. All right, goes with you. Do you mind appointing him? No? Yeah, when we get a lawyer. Is it Ally?
Ally.
Mr. Alley, you're charged with interference with duties of a public servant. This case is now 378 days old. You have been given PR bond after PR bond.
How long have they been before?
Stop. Please don't say anything. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. I don't think we've even done probable cause on this thing. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you, sir.
Yes, Judge.
Okay. Good morning, Alex.
Good morning. On November 28, 2023, officer was dispatched to a meet firefighter response call and met with the defendant's mother, who reported to the fire department that she was pushed by her son. The complainant did not feel pain when she was pushed, and the officer was advised that the defendant was locked inside the bathroom. When the defendant walked out of the bathroom, he walked past the officer and stated that he was leaving. The officer grabbed the defendant by his right wrist to detain him for a family violence investigation, and he forcefully pulled his right arm away from the officer. A second officer pushed the defendant onto a bed to detain him. The defendant sat up and stated, "I will punch you," and then swung at the second officer with a closed fist, but did not make contact. The defendant then ran out of the sliding glass patio door and onto a third floor balcony, where he jumped over the third floor balcony and fell to the ground below, got up and ran away. Approximately 15 minutes later, the defendant was located at a park inside the apartment complex, and the defendant was taken into custody.
All right, Mr. Alley, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with you. How old are you, sir?
21. Now,
What do you do for a living?
stay at home on
You here with anyone today? Are you here with anyone today?
yes,
Coming up, Mom.
Have you heard about Pop-On Roofing? We need 50 homeowners in your area to trial this radically simple new roofing service.
Thank you so much for coming. It's okay. Thank you so much for coming. Tell me what's going on with Mr. Alley.
He's intellectual.
Shh.
He's as an intellectual, he's learning. He also has diagnosis.
Okay. Are you taking medication, Mr. Alley? Is he taking it? Are you sure?
I know one is his caretaker, which is I think his medicine. I take him to a psychiatrist too. He goes, regular. Marquise, did you tell him that?
I don't know. He's doing nothing inside.
We have a lot of problems. We can't get him to court. I'm here. I'm glad that you're here today, but it's the third time.
I had a transportation.
But I scored him. I really speaks for him on all his, far as his diagnosis, everything that's going on with him. I mainly speaks for him because he can't speak for himself.
Okay.
So I'm the one talks for him.
Okay. Did you graduate from high school?
Yes.
Wonderful. So what are your plans now? Okay. Then what? Okay. I'll appoint you guys a lawyer today. The only thing I'm going to ask you, Mr. Alley, don't use marijuana. Don't use illegal drugs. I'd like to send him for a test now to make sure he's not using. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to send him for a drug test right now, and I'm going to have him come back. And then I'm going to have you guys speak with a lawyer, and we'll figure out how to go forward.
Right.
Do not miss court anymore.
Cause he on medication. They be telling him, don't take, cause I be praying he don't, because it'll affect the medication.
I want to know now if he's,
Your mental will.
I'm sending you for a drug test now, Mr. Alley. I'm telling you, no smoking marijuana. Do you understand?
Yeah.
If you do, we will have problems. It's okay. All I want you to know is that we're going to work on making you into the best person that you can. But that can't happen if you're smoking marijuana. It's absolutely no. Do you understand?
Yeah.
I'm going to send you for a drug test now. I want you to come back. If you come back, good things will happen. I promise. We're not here to hurt you. We're only here to help you and have a ton of resources for you. But you got to come back. That's how it works. Okay? All right. So what I'm going to have you do, guys, just hang tight, take a seat. I'm going to have you speak with Felicia for a moment. We'll send you for a drug test and then come back. Okay?
Yeah.
I'm sending you for a drug test and then I'm going to have you come back.
Okay.
Take the test and come back. Do you have any questions? Okay. Mom, if you want to accompany him, that'd be great.
Yes, I am.
And then we'll just see you back here in maybe like
Make sure
30
he
minutes.
ain't paid, so to see what's going.
Yeah,
Look at him.
take care of you. Don't worry, but just come back. We need you to come back, okay? Okay, all right, please just have a seat, Mr. Allen.
Come on up, Mr. Come on up, sir.
We got him. I can't believe it. You're harder to catch than a leprechaun, man.
He's
For real.
been here for a minute, Judge.
This is the first time I've seen him in like 3 years.
Oh,
Well, maybe
well,
2.
he's been here since October.
How are you? You had cases, I guess, out of county. Was it Montgomery County or something like that?
Chambers.
Where was it? Chamber. Oh, ooh. You gotta be careful out there.
I know, they're going on the highway.
Give me the last name again, please.
Colbert.
That's right, Mr. Coleman.
And he's on today's docket on the jail docket.
All right. So you just entered in these 2 probations.
Yes, sir.
Be very, very careful. Because there's only so many times that they're gonna bend over to help you out before they send you to prison. So you have to have a halo on your head when you're on 2 felony probations, especially for this, what you got now.
Yes, sir.
It's not hard. If you're hanging around bad people, they're gonna bring you down. It's just a matter of time. Just break away. Here you're charged with failure to identify oneself as a fugitive from justice. So it's a Class A misdemeanor. You're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. You guys have worked out an agreement. They're offering you 30 days in jail, credit for the 118 days that you've already done. This will go on your record. You need to understand from now on, with us here in misdemeanor, any more cases that you ever pick up, you're looking at a minimum of 90 days in jail.
Sir.
Do you understand?
Sir.
You give up a lot of rights by entering this agreement. You give up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to test on your behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers. If you're not a citizen, there are possible, you can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization. You give up the right to appeal. Once you plead guilty, there's no turning back.
Sir.
This is what you want to do.
Sir.
How do you plead to the offense, sir? I'll find you guilty. I'll sentence you to 30 days in jail, give you credit for the 118. If it's enhanced, abandoned, please. Good luck. Just follow the rules. And if you ever have any problems, go back to the court. You're in a friendly court. They'll help you out. No issues ever. Understand?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Cole. Thank you.
Thank you. May we be excused?
Yes, ma'am. Basically, the deal is this, ma'am. We can't get a hold of your lawyer. We don't know where he is. We've been trying to get him for hours. He tested negative, which is great.
That's good news to hear.
So
I didn't know.
we're gonna reset your case out, okay? We're gonna give you paperwork to try to get a hold of the lawyer. We'll give you a couple weeks. If you're unable to get a hold of him, just let us know, okay? Come back. Don't leave. Come back to court. Good things happen when you come back. Can you make sure that he comes back? This is the 3rd time.
Oh, yes,
Please.
well, see, I didn't know about the other court because he'd been in court already.
We're gonna give you the reset. That way you have it, so you know when the next court date
Right.
is, okay?
They said I got a feeling I cleared that.
Say it again?
They said I had a feeling I cleared that.
Yes, correct. Yeah. So we'll give you the reset. Just stay in touch. We'll try to get in touch with the lawyer. He's supposed to get a hold of you within 24 hours. If not, let us know and then we'll go further.
Okay.
Just stay in contact with the lawyer, okay? And take your medicine, Mr. Alley, okay? Okay, you guys have any questions?
Oh, you just come back for the court date and then,
Yeah, I guess I really don't want to talk to you without your lawyer. So the only thing, I guess, just we need him here and I just can't get a hold of him. So we'll reset your case and hopefully he'll reach out to you today so that we can try to come up with a game plan. Okay? If he doesn't get a hold of you, just let us know and we'll go from there, I guess.
all right.
Okay?
Judge, what's the age of the case?
No, they got to come back. Just 2 weeks.
I didn't realize.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay? But come back. Come back. Okay? All right. Okay, guys. Thank you, Mom. Okay. Come on.
I'm coaching on Nicholas Holland, and basically, we're trying to see what we can get done here. I think there's a rec for inpatient. We're trying to see if you would accept any intensive outpatient. And either way, we're gonna have to, just get through the holidays and do something, but it's gonna be one of those two, and it's ultimately which one you'll kind of bless.
I don't know. Should we do a TRAS?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Holland, come up.
He did the TRAS and the recommended SATF.
This is why we do this beforehand. You know what I mean?
What?
This, so we know exactly what to expect, you know? Yeah. I don't know, Tad, why? I mean, we have you evaluated by clinicians for a reason. These people know what they're doing. They've done it 100 times. And they know the best way to move forward with the case. That's why we do it. I can not tell you how many times we've done a TRAS, we've deviated from what they say, and then we end up in a worse position because something happens. Now, I know you're going to tell me everything is little bunnies jumping in the woods, but you can never anticipate in life what's going to happen. And the problem is how do you deal with the stressors that come in life? Because that's what really defines a person. We all have issues, we all have problems, and they always come at the worst time. But the most important thing is, how do you deal with the stresses when they come? Do you turn destructive, self-destructive? Do you turn destructive in the public, right? Where you do something to endanger the public. That's why we have this. What they're suggesting is inpatient treatment.
Say it again?
I said, what they're suggesting is inpatient treatment.
Because you do have a job and you.
Yes, sir.
You have been working at this job for a while.
Yes, sir, for like a year and a half.
Right, you've been very successful at this job.
Yes, sir. I'm a supervisor.
Okay, and that's what I'm saying. You, even before we've done these things, you're already starting to turn things around.
Yes, sir.
And that's the kind of stuff, tell the judge how you've been turning things around. He needs to hear something to make him think that maybe, at least make him consider, outpatient rather than inpatient. Tell him, how your life has changed in the last year and a half.
Okay. Well, after I got the scram bracelet that you put on me, I knew that I knew it was like over with the games, the BS and all that stuff. And I just had to do right and do what I'm supposed to do. And I started just doing better at work because I wasn't drinking alcohol no more. Started doing better at work. They moved me up to a supervisor.
That's wonderful.
Started letting me manage money, invoices and stuff like that. And I just stopped hanging around the crowd of people that I was hanging around that go out and drink and party a lot. And I've just kind of been staying home or hanging out with my mom more. And
my mom used to tell me, dime con quien andas y yo te digo quién eres. It means, tell me who you hang out with,
yes, sir.
And I'll tell you who you are. And it's when you hang with dogs, you get fleas. Tad, let's do this.
Yes, sir.
Let me send him for a drug and alcohol test right now. Let's see. If he's clean, I'll acquiesce. But I'm going to tell you now, one problem, because I don't know, I'm not agreeing to this, but I will tell you that if we do go forward with this intensive outpatient treatment and you muck up, get ready, because I don't play.
That's fair.
So
yes, sir.
Let's send him. I'm going to send him now for a drug and alcohol test. If he's clean, I'm with you. But
thank you enough. That's more than fair.
Okay.
More
All
than
right.
fair.
All right. So
It'll be clean, right?
do this, Tad.
I know you will.
Let me see if I have your cell phone so I can tell you when he comes back. Let me see.
Okay. And
I don't have. Do you mind? Here, give me your cell phone real quick, and then just hang tight. We're going to send you, and then just come right back, and then I'll text him, and then we'll do everything.
Where do you want me to go, to the jury box?
No, you can just sit out there. Sure, of course. This is your cell phone?
Yes.
Okay, I'll text you when he comes back.
And then whatever we're gonna do, we'll reset it. to do it.
No, we'll do it today.
But if you're sitting in inpatient, can we get through the holiday?
I'm not gonna agree. I don't know. Let's see first how he does.
Okay, well.
So let's just see.
They bring him out.
Okay.
Mr. Ozio Olvera. Oh, sorry, I'm trying to pull it up. Olvera or Vasquez Olvera?
Yeah, okay.
So his, the misdemeanor is the,
Oh, he's not here, is he?
he's here, he's back
That's
there. He told me that he hired, counsel last week, so he's waiting on him to come in and sign on.
Mr. Olvera, come up. Or no, just hold on a second. Hold on, Mr. Olvera. Let's do this. Mr. Arispe, I forgot to do something while you were here earlier. And I essentially also wanted to wait for your lawyer to get here. You're on your terroristic threat. I'm entering in what's called a magistrate's order for emergency protection. What that is a court order that identifies Ms. Hernandez Martinez as a protected individual. You cannot commit family violence or an assault against this person. Commit an act in furtherance of an offense under section 42.072 of the Texas Penal Code, which is the stalking statute. You cannot threaten, harass, use another person to communicate a threat or harassing behavior. You cannot be in possession of a weapon or go within 200 feet of the Muskegon Street house. Do you understand?
Yes, sir. There's also two other.
The only thing I want you to understand is you have not complied with bond conditions. You now, bless you, you now have an order for protection. If you violate this one, the state can and will file a violation protective order, and it's the capital murder of misdemeanors. It's one of the worst cases that you can pick up. It's so bad that if you violate conditions on a VPO, I can have a hearing to hold you at zero bond until these cases are over with. Do you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
Heed this warning. You won't get another. Okay? We'll just have you sign it and then we'll put you back.
Vaginal suppositories.
Never out of 10. It's like putting chapstick on your forehead and hoping that it reaches your lips.
Douching.
Negative 20 out of 10. Douching, just
Okay, I think, do you need anything else from me on that? We're good, right? I think we're good. Okay. Come up.
Seriously, I wasn't lying. Okay. I gotta go check on vision.
All right, good morning, Mr. Olvera. We're not waiting for a lawyer. Your case is 181 days old, and today's the day for you to decide what we're going to do. If you wanted to have a lawyer, that lawyer should have been here today. You've had nearly 6 months to go get a lawyer. And now, on the day of decision, you can't just say, well, I got a lawyer to, no. Today is the day. We need to figure out where we're going with this case. You can either accept the plea bargain offer from the state. If you don't, we're going to set your case for trial.
I didn't even know there was an offer already.
Well, what's the offer in this case?
There's no offer currently on the case. I can speak.
It's 180 days. How is there no offer?
Ms. Saba and see if she wants to put one on right now.
Please.
Yes.
All right, just go ahead, take a seat. We'll figure it out and then I'll get back to you. If anything, I'll give you a couple days, but I'm not giving you much time. You get the offer today and you get a couple days to figure it out, but I'm not waiting you any more than that.
Okay.
Do you understand? Let's see what they offer. Perhaps you have something you like today.
Judge, as his current lawyer, the felony is the underlying crime for his misdemeanor. So I would not advise him to take any offer, no matter what it is, so.
Okay. Oh, I didn't even know that he had a felony. What's going on with the felony?
Your Honor, on the felony.
Wow, it's a big time theft, huh?
Felony either, Your Honor.
I can email the felony prosecutor judge and see what's going on. They haven't put in an offer yet. I can put in an offer on my case. It's the UCW, but I just need to run it by felony first.
And when you email them, see where it's headed. Are you gonna put an offer on the case?
Well, it's out of the same transaction.
What happened? I see it's a big theft. Is it car?
So it was an auto theft, Your Honor. Yes.
Do you want us to read?
No, but what's the value? 40,000, 50,000?
The value is approximately 56,000.
Okay. Yeah, so can you give us a little bit? Let's see what they say. Perhaps they'll give us a little bit of guidance on how they want to go forward and, you know.
I'll email them right now.
Thanks. Hey.
I've got a case from a month or two ago. He bonded out and needs bond conditions.
You mind bringing them up?
Mr. Bledsoe. I just sat him down. In 1 moment, Judge. Hey, what's Stephen's last name?
Our bailiff?
Yeah.
Carson.
Carson?
Carson.
Okay. Occurs to me that it's somewhat unprofessional to say, hey, Steve.
It's okay.
Well, I mean, I talk to him every day, but still. Yeah, all right. Okay. Yes, sir. No, sir. On player side. All he's doing is setting the rules that you're going to follow. Okay.
Yes, sir.
What's the name?
Bledsoe. Evading arrest and terroristic threat. He was in custody because he had a pending felony in the 228. So he's bonded out on all. The evading, I think, is 12 yards per the officer.
So I see that on 10/17 of 24, he picks up a felony assault. And 3 days later, he picks up a terroristic threat, and then he picks up an evading arrest. And they give him PR bonds on these cases? Is that what happened? And
He bonded out since his last setting. I didn't check to see if there were PRs or not, Judge. I know that he had to pay money in felony court.
Yeah, it's just, I'm not down with PR bonds on this. I mean, he picks up 2 new cases if it's the same. Well, hold on a second. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. You've now picked up 2 new cases. You picked up a terroristic threat. You picked up an evading arrest.
I will say our cases are the new cases, so I wouldn't call them new, they're just cases. So he picked up the felony, and then afterwards he picked up these 2 misdemeanors.
I don't understand why he's coming here in December when he got a bond in October. How on earth is it?
He was in custody, I think, on the felony.
Oh, I see. Okay, and then he bonded out of the, right, okay.
Yeah.
Got it. All right. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. Please, what happened?
On October 19, 2024, officers were dispatched to a minor crash at a residential home in Harris County, Texas. The call described a male at the location crashing his motor vehicle, then pulling a gun, and was trying to fight people at the location. When officers arrived at the location, they observed people at the location pointing at the defendant. Upon contact with the defendant, the officers introduced themselves as Houston police and told them to stop. The defendant then walked into his residence and came back out approximately 2 minutes later. The officers instructed the defendant to come towards them, but the defendant began to evade on foot from the officer the second time. The defendant ran approximately 12 yards from the officer before placing him in handcuffs. A person search on the defendant revealed he had a prior arrest and an active felony warrant. Upon contact with the complainant advised the defendant was driving up and down the street in his car and crashed. The complainant stated the defendant began to tell the complainant he was going to shoot him and kill him. The complainant advised the defendant then began to reach into his waistband and kept saying he was going to shoot him. The complainant feared for his life and felt threatened by the defendant's statement.
I will say, gun was never found. No charges where the gun were ever filed. They charged him with terroristic threat. They would have charged him with ag assault if the police had believed that a firearm was used.
When I started my record label, the business side of things, taxes, finances, definitely felt like adulting. But just because you start your own thing.
Mr. Bledsoe, let me make something perfectly clear to you. I will do everything in my power to protect my public at all costs. And I don't care if I have to make your bond $2 million. I'm going to do everything in my power to protect my public at all costs. Do you understand? I don't care who you are. I don't care where you come from. I don't care what, nothing. I want my county safe. You will be signing an affidavit with me today, promising me that you're not going to have any weapons whatsoever. And if I find that you have a weapon, I can have a contempt hearing. You're looking at 180 days in jail every time if you're caught with a gun. Do you understand? I'm sending you now for a drug test. I want to know what, if anything, is going to be in your system as well. I'm ordering you not to use alcohol or illegal drugs, and I'm going to test you like crazy. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
What do you do for a living?
I work for Leland Airmark Bakery.
Okay, that's what you need to concentrate on. Working a lot so that your time is occupied. When you have too much time on your hands, you become self-destructive. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Do
You're
you
right
have,
about
thank you. Do you have a Texas driver license?
that.
It's a yes or it's a no. Then you're not allowed to drive. On this affidavit, you will also be promising me that you're not going to drive. Do you?
Give a different state's driver's license.
City?
He asked if you have a Texas driver's license. Do you have a driver's license from any other state?
No, I'm from Houston.
Okay, sorry. I'm just making sure you didn't have Louisiana or something.
Not drive. I am also putting on this affidavit that you're not going to drive. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
You're looking around, you're just, heed this warning, Mr. Bledsoe. Do you understand?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I totally understand. I only have one off day. I just sleep all day.
Did I hear him say that he had an objection?
No, most definitely not.
He was
No.
just asking a question.
Okay,
No
just
objections.
don't use. Stay out of trouble. You're in enough hot water as it is. You know, the thing is, Mr. Bledsoe, is that a lot of people make very, very poor choices when they're out there in life. And sometimes that choice makes it to where you will live the next 40 years in a 6x9 box. And I'm going to tell you now, I've read have you been to prison before?
Nope.
I want you to hear me. I've read stuff about what happens in prisons, and it had me in tears. It was as bad as could possibly, if you think of your worst nightmare, it's worse in our Texas prisons. They don't give a rat's behind about you, and you will be passed around like a proverbial doll. It's awful. Believe me, it's not worth it. Don't have a gun.
Yes, sir.
All right?
Thank you, Judge.
All right.
Judge, did you answer the contact I'm referring from as well?
Yeah. Judge Hatton, it's so great to have you back. I heard it was just like,
It went from, flu Rona and then it turned into actually a mild pneumonia as well, so I'm glad to be.
I'm so sorry, man. But I'm really happy that we're here, you know, sometimes it's just not fair, you know?
It is, you can stand a stack on you at one time.
Oh,
Thank you.
that's right. All right, you are Mr. Gary Graves? All right, good morning, Mr. Graves. Sir, you're charged with evading arrest or detention. You're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. You guys have worked out an agreement. They're offering you a year in jail. I'm sorry, a year. You're facing a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine, but you've worked out an agreement that they're offering you 100 days in jail, credit for the 104 days that you've already done. Is this how you understand it?
Yes, sir.
You need to understand, Mr. Graves, that this is an enhanceable offense, meaning that if you ever pick up another evading like this, you will be facing a felony charge, years instead of days. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Is this what you want to do? To go forward with plea. You're giving up the right to a trial. I've done that, right? How do you plead to the offense, sir? Guilty or not guilty? I'm going to find you guilty. I'll send it to you the 100 days in jail, give you credit for the 104. Be careful, man. Life's too short. You know what I mean? All right, good luck.
And I also have Mr. Trujillo this morning.
Last week, my store camera caught this person walking out with one.
Morning, Mr. Holland. Ready to go?
Yes, sir.
You know, you can lie to me, but you can't lie to yourself, and you can't fool yourself, and you can't get away. You are who you are. If you have a problem, you have a problem. It's better to own up, man up, and get it done before it becomes too late. You've got one life to live, right? And the more convictions you rack up, the more dangerous you act out in this world. Hopefully you don't do damage that's irreparable, where you go out, you kill someone. And the thing is that we get that you don't intend to do it. No one does, right? No one intends to go out and kill someone in a car, but it happens. And when you do, there's serious justice. DWI is big business in the United States. It's expensive. And here, every single day in Harris County, someone dies from a DWI or an alcohol-related collision. Every single day. We lead the nation per capita in DWI fatalities. It's a disgusting statistic. And it's so avoidable because literally all you have to do, one button on a phone, $30, anywhere you want to go in the city, no matter where you want to go. How much money have you spent on all this here when it's a rhetorical question. What I'm trying to get you to understand, it's $30 anywhere you want to go. This is going to go on your record. Today is that proverbial slap on the wrist, but from now on, you will be facing a minimum of 30 days in jail. And if you act like a child, where you can't control yourself to get in a car when you've gone out on a night of drinking, then we will treat you like a child. And like I told you earlier, or I didn't know if I told you, but we have a lot of kids in there. Some kids are young. Some kids are 60 that never grew up. You give up a lot of rights by entering this agreement. You give up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on your behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers. If you're not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization. You give up the right to appeal. Once you plead guilty to an offense, it will go on your record. It'll be there for the rest of your life. You can never take it off. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Are you sure you want to do this?
Yes, sir.
How do you plead to the office of driving while intoxicated?
Say guilty or no contest?
It's guilty.
Guilty?
Yeah. I will find you guilty, sentence you to 3 days in jail, give you credit for the 2. I have to suspend your license. I will suspend it for 90 days, which is the minimum. Do not drive. And I'm absolutely serious. Driving on a suspended license is a Class B, just like a DWI. So if you get popped driving, then you're going to be right back over here and things will not go well. You understand? From now on, even if you pick up a suspended license, it's a minimum of 30 days in jail. You understand? Now, I told you DWI is big business. Is this a 15 or above, or is it just a regular DWI?
I don't believe it was a 0.15 over 0.15, but let me double check. Oh, actually, it was a 0.165, Judge.
Wow. Is it true or untrue that you had a 0.15?
Is it true?
True.
True.
The reason I'm asking you this is because now, instead of a $3,000 surcharge that you will owe to DPS, it's now $4,500 plus court costs of another $400. So it's now a $5,000 bill that you have to foot. And if you don't pay it, you sit in jail 1 day for every $100 that you owe.
So
I think that you wanted to tell me something, Ms. Spurlock, right?
Yeah, so Judge, he is working again. He makes maybe, it's gonna be between $3,000 and $4,000 a month. He does pay his own rent, living expenses. Until recently, he was helping to support a girlfriend and children, but that has since not worked out.
Wait, say that again.
relationship broke off, so he is now
Okay.
back to supporting himself. But when it comes to finances, he does have some issues where he's not really making that much money. So if you could help me on that fine,
Well,
that would be.
I love to help people, but the problem is that I asked you to remain clean and sober. You test positive. What did you test positive for?
This was presumptive for THC, and he did state to our technician that he had consumed marijuana around a month ago.
Yeah, I would told her I was a very heavy smoker prior to that, and I just got basically, excuse my language, my head out of my ass like a month and a half ago. And that I read that on there, it can stay in your system longer than for 30 days. And I told her, I was like, I haven't smoked in 30 days, but prior to that, I was a heavy smoker, so it could still be there.
You're still using.
I understand.
How would I know?
You wouldn't.
You didn't smoke a joint yesterday.
You wouldn't.
You know what I mean?
You would have to believe me, which is not a very easy thing to do right now.
Everyone tells me it's little bunnies jumping in the woods here. Everyone,
I understand.
I want you to understand, Mr. Holland, that I'm not going to play this game with you again. You come back here with the DWI, it's a $6,000 surcharge, not to mention court costs. You can probably leave here owing around $7,000, not to mention a bunch of jail time. Heed this warning. You won't get another. I will reluctantly waive your cost today, but if you come back here with the DWI, get ready. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Use Uber. It's there for a reason.
Yes, sir.
All right. Let's see.
The 0.1
True to the enhancement. Yeah.
No, we don't have it on the information.
Oh, is it not pled?
Your Honor, it's not pled on the.
Because it was probably, I guess, the blood warrant judge.
Got it. Okay. All right. So just don't do the enhancement then.
So you still want to do the 4,000 or?
No, it's 3,000 because it's not. If it's not alleged, then we can't do it. But so the 3,000, we'll waive it, and then with the court costs. All right, bud. Good luck to you. Remember, 30 days in jail from now on.
I won't do this again.
We'll see. Actions speak louder than words.
Yes, sir.
All right. Okay. Thank you, Ms. Furlong. I got to tell you, I was disappointed that you took off. I really was. But you're back. How did we get him? Did he come in voluntarily or did they catch?
Your Honor.
Yeah. I'm assuming it wasn't right. We're going to keep at it. I'm not letting you go, Mr. Frazier. I'm going to keep you until, we make you the best person that you can absolutely be. You can't continue. The only thing you're doing is you're killing yourself. It slowly, life ravages your body. The more destruction you do to it, you're only making things worse. Life doesn't get better when you age and when you can just continually destroy it. I hope that you get it before it becomes too late. Some people, it's like children, right? Some children mature, some children never mature. They're 60 years old in there and they've never matured. You want to party? Great. Do it responsibly. Don't hurt others. But at some point, it's going to stop, right? If you want to drink, okay, hey, yeah, but you got to be responsible with anything in life. When you don't, I'm keeping you till the end. We're going to make this work one way or the other, Mr. Frazier. So they've worked you out a great deal. All you have to do is go back. They'll dismiss the felony. You're looking at 2 to 10 in the penitentiary. But I'm going to tell you now, if it happens again, what's the likelihood of the same thing happening again, of them dismissing a felony? So heed the warning. They just caught him out there on Alex.
I don't have any information besides seeing the warrant returned unexecuted, so it doesn't seem like he was arrested on anything.
We wish you the best of luck. Stay there. Don't go. Okay? All right, Mr. Frazier. Good luck. Thank you so much, Mr. Booker. Good morning, Mr. Trujillo. Sir, you were charged with terroristic threat of a family or household member You're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. We are going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you, sir.
Yes, Judge. December 3rd, 2024, officers were dispatched to a disturbance at a residence in Harris County, Texas. The officers were advised that the complainant had been threatened by the defendant who was still in the apartment. The complainant stated that he was in his apartment when his roommate, the defendant, came banging on the door. The complainant stated that the defendant was going to open the door, and the defendant made his way in with a stick or a bat and began to threaten him by stating he was going to kill him. The complainant then stated that he was in fear for his life due to the defendant's past aggressions toward him.
Any drugs or alcohol? Any indication?
No, Your Honor, there's no indications of drugs or alcohol.
Okay. Mr. Trujillo, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with your case. Please don't talk to this person anymore. I'm making it a condition of your bond. You're not living with him now, are you?
No, sir. Nowhere near. I'm gone from there.
Right. There's a protective order that's been issued in this case. You got to get to know it. If you violate this protective order, the state can and will file a violation of a protective order against you, and things will go sideways real quick. So we're not asking for much. Just don't have any contact with him. Don't have any weapons, and just be nice.
Yes, sir.
Do you understand? Are you working?
Yes, sir.
What do you do?
I'm an insulator.
You're an insulator?
Yes, sir.
What do you insulate?
We insulate hot pipes, boilers, stuff from the Navy base.
What kind of money do you make a month?
Right now I'm unemployed because I lost.
I was asking if you're employed.
Although I work on and off on part-time, and right now I'm kind of off right now because of the fact that I went to jail that day.
Let you off? Okay. You want to apply for an appointed lawyer?
Yes, sir.
Okay, we're going to give you an application. Don't pick up any new cases.
Yes, sir.
Be good while you're out there. That's all we're asking. You understand? All right, I'll have you fill out the application. Steve is going to get it to you. I'm going to have you sign a reset with Victoria. We're going to have you take a seat. I need to get bond conditions. We need you to sign it. And then I'll have you talk to a lawyer here momentarily.
Yes,
Okay?
sir.
All right.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Hey, bud, what's up?
Yes, I was approaching on behalf of William Spencer regarding bond and bond condition.
Page 42. 30 days.
You're here on Peyton, you said?
William Spencer, William Spencer.
Okay, we need to set a bond.
Yes.
So Alex, Mr. Spencer looks like on 9/20/24 picked up an FSGI. At the same time, it looks like he also picked up 2 aggravated assaults with a deadly weapon. Is it all in one continuous car accident just gone awry? Do you mind bringing him out, please? Hey, hold on, Morgan, let's
Yes, Judge.
get him out, please. Hi, Aaron. How are you? Please. You want to talk to me real quick? Yeah, of course. Hi. Hey, how are you? I'm David. Nice to meet you. How are you? You're in great hands. He's the best. I'm telling you, really.
Studying for LSAT, and we'll see where we go.
It's great. You got to do it. It's a great profession. You learn so much. It's hard, but if it was easy, everybody would be doing it, right? It's a rite of passage. Study hard. Good things will come. And then when you get into law school, the amount of information you learn, it's incredible. Even if you don't practice.
And then he went to the
I had a friend made, and I tell this to a lot of people, right? 300 million. I think he got a judgment. 300 million. Can you imagine? Sick. But if you treat the law well, it'll treat you back. It'll pay off in dividends.
That's how they found.
Yeah, you're in great hands. And you're welcome to come anytime and hang out with us if you want.
Thank, right?
Yeah, we're great. Yeah, of course. Good luck.
Yes, and then they saw him, they're like,
Yes, so the.
oh,
so the
look, you were
FSGI
involved in this SGI.
Yeah, so the FSGI was on 9:50.
Jesus,
Yes.
okay.
Morning, Mr. Spencer. How are you? It looks like you have picked up a failure to stop and give information, which is essentially leaving the scene of an accident. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. I have no idea what happened on your case, so we're going to do probable cause at this point. The only thing I do know is that you're set at no bond at this point, that's not a good thing. So we're going to set you a bond. I just don't know what. And I do know that it looks like out of the same transaction, you picked up also 2 aggravated assaults with a deadly weapon. Those are each set at 150,000. So with that in mind, please.
Yes, Judge.
Mr. Spencer, before they read this, this is your attorney, Alan Williams. Do not say anything. Just let them read the probable cause, okay?
Yes, Judge. On September 18, 2024, officers were dispatched to a suspicious person call in Harris County, Texas. The officers were investigating and noted the vehicle involved in an aggravated assault matched the description of a truck in a hit and run case. The officer observed a blue Sierra parked on a construction site and observed the Sierra to have a broken right front headlight. The officer ran the license plate and learned the truck was listed as a suspicious vehicle in a failure to stop and give information. The officer met with the owner of the Sierra, the defendant, and the defendant stated he is the owner of the blue Sierra and that he is the only one that drives the truck. The defendant stated that on September 15th, his daughter used the truck and told him she was involved in an accident, but did not give any information to the other driver. The officer spoke with the complainant who stated that on September 15th, he was parked at a gas station and he was pumping gas when the defendant struck his vehicle on the front driver's side. The complainant stated the defendant drove away, sideswiping his vehicle, and the complainant called 911 and followed the defendant as he drove away to a nearby gas station. The complainant stated he observed the defendant almost strike a building while driving in front of the gas station, and the complainant remained in visual contact of the defendant and watched him exit the vehicle and enter the gas station, stumbling while almost falling over while walking. The complainant stated the defendant remained in the store for about 10 minutes before leaving the store, and that the driver of the truck was a white male, and the complainant stated the defendant caused $3,000 worth of damage to his vehicle. And the officer reviewed surveillance video from the gas station and saw the defendant as the only occupant of the vehicle.
Okay. What happened with the ag assaults?
So it was, right. I believe that when the officers were called for the FSGI, when they were called to that place, I think it was an apartment complex or construction site. They, I think, noted that that was the vehicle that the suspect in the ag assault had been driving at the time of the ag assault, because the ag assault occurred in an apartment complex. I think that's how they connected them.
Yes.
Yeah. So that's how they, I guess, connected this defendant, but it wasn't out of the same transaction.
Was it though? Did he hit someone with the car?
No, Judge. So the officers were dispatched to an apartment complex. The complaining witness or a witness stated the defendant was firing a gun while out of the vehicle. Officer spoke with the complaining witness, age 13, who states that he was walking with friends and observed a Hispanic male sitting in a truck parked on a street arguing with a black male inside the apartment complex in the gated area in Harris County, Texas. Complaining witness stated he observed the male in the truck pull a handgun and start shooting in his general vicinity. The complaining witness was struck in the knee, requiring medical treatment. I believe a different complaining witness states that he and his friends were near the pool area of the apartment complex and heard gunshots and started running and realized that I guess their friend had been shot in the foot. But yes.
Okay. Do you guys have a recommendation as to a bond?
We're gonna ask the bond be set at $10,000, Judge.
Did you hear that, Alan?
Yes, Your Honor. Given the circumstances, that would be a good one.
You're in agreement then?
Yes, Your Honor. He's currently on a parole hold as well. And his current bond at the felony level is, I think, set at $150,000.
Right. So there is a parole hold. So I guess this doesn't, I was going to do a no driving affidavit, but I mean, don't drive. You know, there are happy drivers and then there are people who are not happy drivers, right? Just don't drive, please. All right. We'll set your bond at, Mr. Spencer, I'll set your bond at 10,000. If you bond out, you must come here. Well, I guess you can't bond out. He's got a blue warrant, right? You know, what's he on parole for? Do you know?
NCIC.
Yeah, Judge, sorry. There's a little bit of criminal history.
Aggravated robbery for you.
Okay. Thanks. But just don't, you know, I don't know what's going to happen, but if you do somehow get out, please come back here for the next business day for bond conditions. But as a condition of your bond, I'm ordering you not to drive now, regardless. Yeah. Okay. So what we'll do is I guess we'll wait it out to see what happens upstairs. We'll just keep this rolling with that. And at some point, something will happen and then, you know, but yeah. All right. Good luck, Mr. Spencer. All right. Thanks.
Thank you, Your Honor. Also, I want to
So hold on, let's get you a date. The felony is set for 1/8. You want to do the next day?
Yes, Your Honor. That'd be great.
Okay. All right. Good luck, Mr. Spencer.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You requested the 21st.
Oh, yeah, of course. If that's, you want the 21st or do you want the next day? Whatever you want, Alan.
The next date will be fine.
What day?
Yeah, that's the 9th, 1/9. It's a Thursday.
1/9?
1/9 here. Mr. Patlan?
Sir.
Sir, you're charged with driving while your license is suspended. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. We are going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one will be appointed to you, sir.
On December 2nd, 2024, officers were dispatched to a minor accident on Sam Houston Parkway. Upon arrival, the officer met with both parties of the accident as well as a witness. The witness advised that there were minor disturbances on scene in which a knife was brandished by the defendant who was parked across the street from the accident. The officer identified the defendant and discovered he had a mandatory suspension on his driver's license for a second DWI. And the defendant advised that he had still been driving for work. He had personal business despite having personal knowledge of the suspension. The defendant stated he was driving from San Antonio and was only waiting for his coworker who was involved in the accident.
Does he have an open DWI right now?
Does not appear so, Your Honor. It appears that the last DWI he had was in 2019 out of Bexar County.
Bear
County, yes.
Okay. Mr. Patlan, I want you to understand one thing. I'm going to find that there's, so wait a second. Someone saw him driving or did the officer see him driving? Because I didn't.
He admitted that he had been driving for work. And he admitted to having personal knowledge of suspension as well.
Did anyone see him driving?
No, Your Honor, there's only the state.
Do we know even when he was driving?
There was an accident. That's what dispatch involved in.
Okay, so, okay, so.
There was an accident, and then officers arrived, and then they made contact with the defendant.
Got it. So all this was in response to an accident that he was allegedly involved in?
Yes.
Got it. All right. So I am going to find probable cause, Mr. Patlan. Sure. And no, don't. You have the right to remain silent, exercise. I've got about a bunch of DAs here. Anything you say, they're going to use it against you. But let me make something abundantly clear to you. I'm going to have you sign with me today an affidavit. This is a promise that you're making to me that you're not going to drive. I don't care what is going on in your life. When we mean no driving, we mean no driving. I don't care if there's a burning building and you have to save 50 kids. Do not drive. If you do, I can have a contempt hearing facing up to 6 months in jail and a $500 fine every time you drive. Do you understand? I don't care what your excuse is. You cannot justify at all any reason. If you want to drive, go get a license, get liability insurance, and then we can talk. But until that point, I will even do this. This is the number to the DPS driver's license division. If you call them, they can tell you exactly what you need to do to get your license back.
Classes now, sir.
There may be, an SR22, you may have to do all these other things, What you need to do is call them and they can advise you, but don't drive. Do you understand?
And Your Honor, I do have to make a correction. After reading the full DIMS, the defendant was parked across from the accident. It was his coworker that was involved in the accident. He was parked across, Your Honor, and I do apologize. After reading the complete DIMS, the officer wrote that the defendant was parked across the street from the accident, and he made a statement that he was waiting on his coworker who was in the accident.
No one sees him driving.
He was just parked across the street.
No, no, what? Really?
He made the statement that he was.
I get it.
He was in the vehicle and he made the statement.
I took a shower today. You know, no, I mean, you just make a statement. I mean, no, there's no proof.
To having knowledge of the suspension, and he was in the vehicle parked across the street.
But no one sees him driving?
He did make a statement.
No. All right, I'm gonna find no probable cause. Sir, be careful.
I will.
We have enough.
I understand.
All we're asking you to do is follow the law. It's really not hard. Give them a call. They can tell you exactly what you need to do. And that's the way we do things, right? All right, sir. Just hang tight for me, okay? Thanks. Good morning, Mr. Bolden.
Good morning.
So you're charged with criminal trespass. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. You guys have worked out an agreement. They're offering you 3 days in jail credit for the 7 days that you've already done. Is this what you want to do, sir?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
You understand that you're pleading guilty, right?
Yes.
You understand it's going to go on your record, right?
Yes, sir.
You need to understand from now on, you are facing a minimum of 30 days in jail for any new cases that you pick up. You understand?
Yes, sir.
You give up a lot of rights by entering into this agreement. You give up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on your behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers. If you're not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization under federal law. You give up the right to appeal. Once you plead guilty, you cannot change this or undo this. You still want to do this?
Yes, sir.
You know, Mr. Bolden, if you come back, good things happen. It's not hard, you know? Just don't say anything now. For future reference, when you come to court, good things happen. Everybody works here is amazing. You know what I'm saying?
Failing to appear.
Yes.
Come back. Good things will happen for you.
Yeah.
How do you plead to the offense of criminal trespass? Guilty or not guilty?
Guilty.
I'll find you guilty. I will follow the agreement. I'm going to roll your court costs so you won't owe anything. Good luck to you, sir.
Okay,
All
thank
right.
you.
Thanks, Carl.
Mr. Bolton.
Sure.
All right, Judge,
Can this company use your house?
Page 2, Alvaron. I'll read all, mark those cases.
Hey, hi, Marcos. How are you? Who we have?
Page 2, top of page 2, Alvaron.
Got it. Good morning, Mr. Albaran. Sir, you were charged with illegal dumping. You were facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. We are going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you, sir.
Judge, and the officer went to 16938 Tomball and saw newly dumped debris at the location. The officer reviewed surveillance video from a department-owned camera and observed a vehicle pull into the dumping site and showed debris in the bed of the truck. The video showed the truck leave and the debris was on the ground. The video was able to capture a Texas license plate, and the officer performed a search for the vehicle's owner, and the officer was able to find the registered owner of the vehicle, as well as the truck's title holder The officer attempted to make contact with the company, and at a later time, the officer went to a residence to meet with the owners of the truck. There, the officer was met by a Hispanic male who was identified as, I apologize, Your Honor, as Freddie Alvaron, and he advised.
Freddie?
Yes, it says identified as actually Freddie Antonio Guevara. And this male was advised who the officer was and was shown photos of the truck he used. The male was asked if he recognized the truck in the dumping. He did recognize the truck. And he was asked if the truck belonged to the company. He said yes. And he was asked who was driving the truck in question and was shown videos of the dumping to see the driver. And at that point, the male advised the person driving the vehicle is the defendant. The male then advised the defendant was not there at that point. And the officer was able to provide, or the male was able to provide a phone number for the defendant.
Does he admit that?
It says that the defendant was asked about the dumping, and he admitted to the dumping.
Mr. Alvaron, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with your case. Tell me, are you a United States citizen, sir? Do you have a Texas driver license? CDL. You have to be very careful with that CDL. You need to understand that you are held to a very high standard with the CDL. If you don't believe me, go look. Because of the permissions you have to drive other vehicles, you are held to a higher standard. If I find that this occurs again, I'm going to take your ability to drive away. I'm not putting any conditions on your bond now, but if I find that you participate in any of these activities, any kind of reckless driving or whatnot, I'm going to take your ability to drive away. Do you have liability insurance in your name? As long as you have both, you can continue to drive. Just don't pick up any new cases. You have a lawyer. Because you have a lawyer, we will waive your appearance. Stay in touch with Marcos. If he tells me he can't get a hold of you because you're playing games, we will issue a warrant for your arrest. I'll have you sign a receipt with Victoria, and then we'll have you just get out of here. All right, just take care. Okay. Thank you. Yes.
This way.
So no conditions.
All right, Judge, next is page 4. Aracuyo William and the co-defendant on page 21, Serrato.
Mr. Thurman, you're back. Okay. So I told you before, two of my main concerns are, or my two main concerns are, number one, are you going to go back to the jurisdiction where you're wanted from? And number two, most importantly, are you a danger to my public? I take public, safety. It's as important as my hair. You know what I mean? It's that important, right? Because I don't want anything to happen out there with my name attached to a bond. I try everything in my power to ensure that everybody's protected. And I see that you're wanted for a really serious case. It's an armed robbery, right? I mean, that's what you're wanted for. There's no denying it. That's what it says on the paperwork.
He's on lifetime probation in Michigan.
Lifetime? There's such a thing as lifetime probation?
There is.
Yes.
Whoa.
So that Kate, well, I'll let you do the talking.
No, he did his time and he got out and lifetime probation out of Michigan. So that's what's happened. I believe it got.
So how on what would, aside from like a murder case,
so he was
what
charged
would garner?
Twice, along with 2 armed robberies.
I wasn't charged twice for no murder.
It just shows up.
It just shows up
Oh, I was about to say, I wasn't charged
Murder
twice.
along with armed robbery or aggravated robbery in our jurisdiction. He's placed on probation. Since that time, he's been charged in our jurisdiction with aggravated assault with a deadly weapon and felon possession of a weapon. In those, he had bond conditions when it started off where he was ordered to have a GPS monitor. He has had multiple curfew violations on top of that noted. And so I do believe he's a safety risk because even with literally an ankle monitor, he doesn't follow court conditions. And so I believe he is a safety and flight risk. And the fact that there was a weapon involved with multiple witnesses, some of them children, even threatening to murder them, is that I would be opposed to a bond being set. Also, it should be noted that because of the way the probation was transferred, I can't confirm, so I can't approach on it yet. But from what I see on the system is that he moved the probation to Texas, which means there's an ICA, but I don't have the documents, which is why I can't present them. If there's an ICA hold, he's ineligible for a bond because that's an ICA hold. I don't have it, which is why I can't say, but if I get the documents.
Interstate compact agreement.
I understand. May I speak, Your Honor?
Of course.
Okay. After we talking about the probation, I'm at the probation, the GPS curfew wise, my judge knows all that was going on. So he knows every information and why I've been late. I have evidence of why I'm late. So he knows everything that's going on with my GPS.
You're not supposed to be late.
He knows why though.
I understand that.
That's why he overlooked. He said, okay, it's fine. So he said it was fine.
Quick question, is it a motion to adjudicate?
Well, no, it's still an open case. It's not under probation, but you're just asking if they do a bond violation report. They did on November 1st, 2024. They filed a motion to revoke.
Oh, so it's recent.
It's very recent.
So they've not
this
heard,
month.
okay, and then so there's not been a hearing on that yet, right?
No, but that's even after they amended the order. Also, he has further bond violation reports on December 18, 2023, another one on November 28, 2023, and that's after they amended it twice. One moment. So he seems to be agreeing with this. So the fact that he has 3 violations on top of having lifetime probation and a possible ICA, obviously, I'm still opposed for him.
Why are you on lifetime probation?
That's the way they set it up as. I took the plea deal.
What are you on probation for?
The armed robbery, conspiracy to commit armed robbery. I did 5.5 years, came home off lifetime probation. And to continue what I'm saying, I'm a threat to, a flight risk. I can't be a flight risk. Every court that they set, I came every single time. Every court that Michigan have set, I flew out there every single time. I knew I was getting locked up Monday. They told me that Thursday, I still showed up to court and got locked up. So there's no flight risk in this whatsoever if I've been showing up every single time.
And you may be showing up, but at the end of the day, you continue to do what you want to do without regard to bond conditions.
And what do you mean by that, Your Honor?
Meaning that they put you a GPS monitor, and they give you a curfew.
Yes.
And you don't abide by the curfew.
I was working, Your Honor. That's why the judge has extended, because they had my probation curfew time I forgot what time it had as, but I had started my new job because I came, got locked up, lost my other job. He said, okay, the violation he's talking about, I came into court and talked to the judge and he extended my curfew. He was like, okay, we've been working. I said, yes, I have documentation of new work. So I'll show all my documentation and he said, okay. So the stuff he's mentioning violations for, they already been taken care of. So he's not stating that either. He said 2023 obviously I'm still free, right or wrong. I'm still free. That means he's seen all the paperwork. I came with legit paperwork.
And that's kind of where I was coming from at it. If it's a lifetime probation and it's curfew violations that he's still out, my speculation would be that he was able to make an explanation to the judge and that's why he's not been revoked. So he's still here. As to the underlying charge, it's still a charge and that's what it is. Like he said, he turned himself in on Thursday knowing that he was going to get arrested and held. And so I'm sure that Michigan it's a probation violation because of the underlying charges. And plus that's where that MRP is probably coming from. I believe he's proven time and time again that he's gone to Michigan, taking care of what he needs to take care of, and he will still be here he's been on bond on the underlying case for about a year. Your Honor, he's not been locked up this whole time up until this recent arrest. So, and at this point in time, this is really just for if since we don't have proof of an ICA, if the judge is willing to set a bond, how much that would be, if there's a willingness to set a bond.
Let me read this to you.
Yes, Judge.
Okay. Texas Code of Criminal Procedure 17.03, NLR, out of state Michigan, armed robbery with a conspiracy 2021. Probation transferred to Texas 3/20/21. Concurrently charged with murder, which was dismissed. No holds. Defendant is not indigent and defendant is alleged to have gone to complaining witness's home and pointed a gun at complaining witness and complaining witness's 3 children because one of the complaining witness's children was involved in a dispute with defendant's sister at the child's school. Defendant threatened to kill, quote unquote, everyone in the home. Defendant then left complaining witness's home and came back with defendant's father, both ready to fight complaining witness and complaining witness's wife.
You sneak across the border, be prepared to be sent home. Attack law enforcement, get ready to stare down both barrels. And stand with radical Islam, and you can Allah Akbar your butt all the way back to the Middle East. I'm Jay Mitchell. I love Jesus Christ, family, and the great state of Alabama. And you have my word. As Attorney General, I'll fight for him every day.
Jay Mitchell for Alabama.
Doing taxes shouldn't get in the way of doing business.
This work is real. It's not a 9-to-5 business. It's all day, every day, all year round. So I take every advantage I can get. And I need to be able to get expert help all year, not just when I file my taxes. We've got ranch expenses captured, depreciation, vehicle use, everything. Now Taxes is getting the valuable advice I need whenever I need it.
File your business taxes confidently with specialized expert help. Get TurboTax Expert Assist Business.
That's the aggravated assault that we have now. So, knowing that you're on lifetime probation for a very serious case, you know that you're supposed to be out there with a halo over your head. And yet you pick up an aggravated assault with a deadly weapon where allegedly a gun is pointed at kids. I mean, the way your mannerisms.
I would say something, y'all, that's why.
But don't, though. You have this open case.
Understandable.
Everything they can say, they can use it against you. My concern is public safety, man. And you got to understand that I don't know if you're guilty of this offense or not, but the problem is bad stuff keeps happening to you for some reason. It's like somehow, sometimes people are their own worst enemy. They get out and then something happens and then they just end up picking up another charge. It's like a cold. You pick up another charge, you pick up another charge here, you pick up another charge there, you don't follow bond conditions here. Mr. Thurman, you scare me, man.
Can I scare you, Your Honor?
Yeah.
And I've been out for a whole year since this case happened, and this is my first time being into this courtroom again, and you're fearful for whose safety if I've been doing nothing but right and working.
That's not true.
That has been true. I've been out for a year on bond, and I have not been into this no courtroom, but in Orange Jumpsuit, I should say. Your courtroom, anybody's courtroom.
You want me to reward you for being
but you say you're in fear. You say you're in fear for safety. That's what I'm saying. Like, who are you in fear of? I have not been into any trouble whatsoever. I've been squeaky clean. Just I bonded out.
And Your Honor, to
you don't get rewarded for being a good person out there. You know what I mean? You're supposed to be like that anyways.
I understand that wholeheartedly, Your Honor. I'm just saying, but you say you fear, and I'm saying, how are you in fear if I've not been doing anything? That's showing you. That should show you some type of sign. Like, okay, he's not been doing anything wrong. So where is the fear come to play? That's what I'm asking you.
The fear is really because, when people come here, it's little bunnies jumping in the woods, rainbows, gumdrops. And then when they get out there, they turn into different people. It's like Jekyll and Hyde. And I don't want that. Like, I don't want someone out there to suffer because we let you out. I let you bond out. You've got an armed robbery, you've got an ag assault. You continue to violate conditions on those bond, right? That shows me that you're not willing to abide by bond. I mean, quite frankly, you're lucky to even be out on those charges with the ankle monitor, and you continue to violate.
And Your Honor, you keep saying violate, like if I was in violations they have on file, by the way. Those have been taken care of. Once again, you keep on saying violations, but they took care of. The felony court judge seeing I have proven, what's the word I'm looking for? Just proven, facts that this is why I'm late. I have a new job. I got fired because I got arrested from the other job. So I started a new job. For me having a felony in my position, and just call it what it is, a young black man with a felony, it's hard for me to get a job anywhere. So the jobs I do get, I take up on those. So it's hard. Any shift they open up for me, I'm going to take it and show my work ethic to them. So I let the judge know that. He sees that. He understands, like, okay, that's why you keep on bringing up violations. I have to work. I have to eat. I have to have a house to live in, like anybody else here. So you keep on bringing that up. I'll keep saying, I already talked to the judge about it. He granted it already. He let it go. That's why I'm still free to this day. Well, was free to this day. And you keep bringing that up. You saying threat to your fear, which is understandable. Everybody gonna have fear, but I have not been into any trouble. I've been working. I've been working for a whole year. I've been on my P's and Q's. And like you said, the police report that you're reading, sir, the case is still open, so I can't really speak on it. I'm pretty say much, but it's a lot more to what you're just reading on that police report. It's always gonna be video cameras and house ring cameras, body footage. It's gonna be a lot more other things that you're not gonna be able to read off a police report, which is understandable.
Just too much blood, Mr. Thurman. I'm sorry. I can't set you on. It's just too much. I'm sorry. Hey, this isn't.
Do not walk away.
This isn't.
I said, okay, it's fine.
Really. I understand that you're hurt, Mr. Thurman, but look.
I've been doing my best, Sean. And y'all sit here telling me I'm the bad guy, and I've been doing nothing but my best of my abilities, working, staying out of trouble. And you're a threat, and I'm a threat to society. Really? For a whole year I've been out, and they just not issue a warrant for me just now recently. And I come to turn myself in, and I'm a threat to society. And people, if you fear me for what? From turning myself in and show you that I'm not running for nothing. I'm not running for anything. I'm innocent, and I'm coming to show you I'm innocent by turning myself in. But y'all a threat. You can let go of me, sir.
Stop.
You can let go of me.
You do not tell me how to do my job.
You can let go of me. Grab my arm too tight.
Guys, relax. Relax.
I'm too tight. All I said, grab me. Look how you grabbing me up.
Back up.
Look how they grab me. I said you let me go a little bit.
You gotta calm down.
I'm calm. I just asked him a question. I asked him why she let me go a little bit, sir. That's all I said.
Open the door.
That's all I said. When you make somebody cuss you out, what do you think? You sit on my arm tight. You just look. You know what I'm saying?
Y'all aren't gonna believe.
So he already waived, so if
He did.
holds it, then it's.
Just, yeah, I can't.
I'll go talk to him, but once again, Judge, understandably, I think I know that he's frustrated. I believe.
I understand. I get it. And I would be too, but I can't. That's just too much blood. It's too much.
It looked like there was.
Even, and I'm going to tell you, even if he didn't have those bond violations, I'd still be very hard pressed to even,
No, and I was curious because when she brought it up, it was a little bit older, and so I was wondering why.
Do you know, are they going to come get him?
Oh, they're gonna get him. I was trying to figure out why now, and they were just having back and forth.
But here's the problem. So he hasn't made bond on those cases. So we're sitting anyways.
Yeah.
He has not?
No.
He said he did.
No, he's not made bond on those cases. He's
been in jail for a year?
No.
He may have, but they revoked the bond.
Ah.
Yes.
So he's sitting there, and I didn't have the heart to tell him right now that the 14 days is not going to apply.
Yeah.
Because
I gotta do that.
I will. I really.
I'll let him know.
I'd imagine it's gonna get resolved because it's one of those. It's a bizarre. So Harris County revoked because Michigan revoked because it was charged with the ag assault. So it's a chain of events because the only thing the court sees is that they revoked on the probation, which was caused.
Please let him know that the 14 days hasn't kicked in, and it will not.
It will not kick in.
Resolves.
Right.
And either he resolves the cases.
So which one does he need to resolve first in order for?
Well, for the felon possession of the weapon, there's. Hold on, I don't want to.
Is there an offer?
No, it's going to trial. That's why it's been reset out. It's been separate jury trial at least.
Four times.
4 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah.
5 times. Judge.
Next time is January 6th, 2025. But he's held on 55,000 bond for the ag assault and 55,000 for the felony. So he has to come up with 110,000 for.
Wait a second, so
So it doesn't matter what you did today.
can't, even if I gave him a bond today, he would still have to make those bonds.
110,000.
So my question now is, when did that warrant for the felonies pick? Because he's saying he's been out for a year ever since this
I'll
ag
explain
assault got picked up.
I show a remand defendant custody on November 18th, but I don't know what the previous.
So the only reason why his felony bonds got revoked was because Michigan revokes.
Oh, no, it doesn't, but we don't know that for sure.
Yeah.
Because there's no notes that reflect why they revoked the bond. It just says court directive remand defendant to custody. Let me see if they give an explanation. Hold on.
Okay.
It's remand custody violation report, but that's not a revocation. Yeah, because.
It's a violation report from Michigan?
No, for me. So remember when I said the newest violation was on November 1st for all the curfew violations?
Mm-hmm. Is that from here?
Technically, that could be the reason why they revoked instead of Michigan. I don't know, because I don't have the document. And
Yes.
so.
But he hasn't gone out to Michigan to I guess take care of
For that
the
one,
current
that one
bound
since
violation.
2023, so it would have predated.
I
It
get
just
you.
takes some time for them to do it, which is why I hate it, because they should have waited to file it. But whomever originally had him, well, actually, if he said he was in the courtroom, that happened. Yeah, sheriff's office. So they should have known to wait and file.
I got you. Okay.
Okay, well, I guess reset to track locals. Oh, man.
Don't set it to January.
I'm not. When in
So-
December would you like to touch base?
Now, my question now is, does it matter for us to touch base if his locals are gonna be reset far out? What's the point of?
Yeah, we have to,
If they,
you
if
gotta
they
keep
do like
it.
a plea deal, pre-trial,
Makes sense.
or mid-trial dismissal, because it's Troy Locklear on the one of.
So let's do this. Do you see a date for like a pretrial motion or a pretrial setting for them?
Trying to file a motion.
Highly doubt it,
File a
Judge.
motion, but I mean, there's nothing between here and there. Judge Jones, I would be surprised if they set another
Okay.
So if you want to talk to Troy-
18th, 17th of December?
17th of December.
Finner?
Yeah.
Is it Troy Finner?
No.
Troy Locklear. So hold on,
We-
December 17th.
I don't know. I'll find out.
Yeah,
All right.
okay.
17th or 18th, whichever one of those days works for you, I'm good by it.
I live in this building, you tell me.
And then if you have any problems with him, we can bring him back out as far as just tracking locals, meaning that just let him know they revoked the bond. And essentially, the time here, it's kind of told until he either gets a bond reinstated, post-bond, or somehow deals with the case.
Because the bond is set, so if he can come up with the money, he can. But I'll put 17th, and then if you want it sooner or a couple days
Got
out,
you.
let me know.
Sounds
See you
good.
tomorrow for.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
I think
Thank you, Judge.
we are done.
Maybe excuse Judge.
Oh, my God.
And Your Honor, I filed dismissal on notes. I emailed.
Come up, Mr. Burrows.
Also, we did the ETNs. And I was in the process of appealing this on Friday. I was going back and forth with Nathan.
Appealing.
Appeal for a P-tip. And
Oh, so they denied him?
No, we're almost there. P-tip, the decision, and then this came, so I'm really excited to talk to you. I told him about this on Friday, and he drove straight to the pretrial services. I think that's his, but that's what's going on. I'll let him just tell you.
But I don't understand what you're saying about appealing. What are you?
No, I'm doing a P-tip appeal because he's not necessarily allowed to P-tip for what the situation is, so I did.
You mean you're doing a mitigation packet?
I already did. Everything's turned in. I did everything, mitigation packet.
They said yes.
I don't know yet.
Oh, you don't
So
know?
we're going back and forth, and then I stopped that because I literally, I got that report right then and there. I was going back and forth with Nathan on Sunday.
Do you guys have any guidance on Burrows? It looks like he's filed for the diversion program for the DWI.
Amanda? Is that
Or
your
just
name?
whether he's been accepted into the program.
Yeah, are you Amanda? I'm sorry.
I'm not.
Oh, I'm sorry.
She works for Discovery.
Okay.
So I believe that Nathan he was waiting because there was a previous DWI that was being filed out of county. and he was waiting to receive the OR from that previous DWI.
And-
Because we don't know, it might have been dismissed.
No, it was dismissed. I gave him the dismissal paperwork and it was, because there was nothing on
But
it.
I still have to know too, so I can take the appropriate action as far as bond condition, you know?
Happy to email
Go ahead.
Nathan right now. I think we just received the OR this morning
Where from and when?
from Galveston County. Let me look for the judge.
This case has been open since June, and I'm just now finding out that he had.
I didn't know it either because he thought it was expunged because it says interest adjustments, no evidence for DWI, basically. It was like, he had no, it was nothing, just got thrown out. So that being said, he said he didn't do anything. That's whatever, that's that, but
Yeah, I think it had been, I think that we are all in agreement that it was dismissed. I think Nathan just wanted the copy of the offense
What
report.
year was it?
1 second, Judge. Yes, Judge, the DWI is from 2019.
Yeah, I probably would have put an interlock on him.
but the reasoning on the dismissal, they put it on there.
And now he's still consuming alcohol, Mike.
That's what I'm saying. He's here to tell you, I don't believe that's the case. He swears up and down he didn't. He puts.
I have a scram.
I understand that. And he puts some like crazy amount of makeup on him and the alcohol, I gave you the pictures of it also. It's called alcohol, what's it called? Hang on, you can explain it to you, but I have it here.
I have pictures of,
The nature alcohol can be mistaken for alcohol consumption. I know.
I have these pictures. It has no date. It has no.
To give you context to it, I have the dates here. Those are just pictures of the close-up makeup, but he was DJing on those particular dates. And I have it right here because I was trying to get up in the club.
And I guess drinking while DJing, right?
No, he said he wasn't. I mean, you talked to him. I wasn't there. It was DJ Sidney Ray, October 31st at this place, and that was the day in question. And then this is October, this one, I'm sorry.
Okay, so
October 27th.
I have here that you're consuming alcohol. I have here that the consumption is October 26th,
Yeah, that's the, it believes in
October 30th,
and November 9th.
November 9th. Oh, and October 9th. So
That was, yeah.
I have 4 different events that you're consuming alcohol.
For October 9th, Your Honor, that was whenever you told me to put the scram on, and I put the scram on right after that. And then those other 3 dates.
So you're allegedly consuming alcohol the day I tell you to put it on.
No, he did it that's the day and then he put it on. No, that's the violation. We addressed that.
I have a positive for alcohol on the 9th of October.
Not from the scramble thing.
Yes.
October 26th.
I sent him on 10/9. So Felicia,
Yes, Judge.
so we sent him for a POC test on 10/9 on that time. Did he test positive for alcohol?
Yes, Judge.
Why on earth are we just now getting the violation?
The violation
No.
was already addressed.
That was addressed.
Yes, that violation was already addressed in a previous BVR. They started to put it in that section, that's why I didn't highlight it, but I
Did I
don't,
address that BVR?
yes, and that's when we amended the conditions to put a scram.
Okay, so now we have alcohol consumption as a second violation on top of all this.
For the scram itself.
I've been very grateful for the second chance you gave me. That was from the makeup that I applied to myself, and I was just ignorant to the fact that that would actually set off my scram device, but I have not consumed another alcohol beverage at all. Those are also the days that I was working, I was entertaining. I did not consume another alcohol beverage at all, so I've been very grateful. I'm not stupid. I wouldn't consume another alcoholic beverage after you put the scram device. in the
Mr.
system.
Burrows, I told you at every single stage of this game, do not put anything into your body that could be positive for alcohol. It is your responsibility to know what you can and cannot use. You're old enough to know that actions have consequences.
Yes,
And
sir.
here we are. I've already let you go one time with a positive for alcohol. When I told you not to consume, you literally tested positive on the day that we sent you for the test. And now we have another 3 positives for alcohol.
I don't think that's all, that's the part, the other parts, yeah, but the first part, that's not, he didn't test positive.
He tested positive 10-9.
No, that was,
It was a positive urinalysis test, and because of that, we amended it.
And because of that, I amended the conditions. I did not put him in jail. I put the scram on him.
yeah, but we addressed that he didn't go in and like.
I got it.
It's not two tests, is what I'm trying to say.
Okay,
You're right.
but he's continuing to consume. Stephen,
The scram reports are also in your email. I'm not sure if you viewed them, but we got the names of the records as well for all of those dates.
have you seen that?
I mean, I have whatever I was sent yesterday.
That's it.
I'm sorry, Mr. Bros. What am I supposed to do? Just let you go again?
No, sir, I'm not asking to, and I did not consume any alcohol. It was just yes, sir. The products that I put on, and I just was not aware that that was set off that. And it was makeup, sir. That's all it was. I didn't consume an alcohol beverage at all.
That party is 10:31 and I have here 10:26, 10:30, and it's you're telling me that you put this makeup on November 9th? Is that what you're trying to tell me?
Yes, sir. It's for my TikTok, and I have the videos of it also, sir. I do cosplay, and I just put on those products, and that was the sweat from it. I had no idea that that would actually get inside my blood system and and set that off.
You have levels?
Yes, they're in the scram report.
What is it?
I have.
It's like a peak of 0.08, and then. So
He's a 0.08.
Yes.
You're telling me that makeup made you a 0.08?
Yes, sir. And those are the days I was at work.
I don't believe it for a second.
I even have.
I don't believe it for a second. I'm sorry. A
Understand.
0.08 because of makeup?
Yes, sir. I understand. I promise you I have not consumed alcohol at all.
I'm sorry, dude.
I understand.
That's it.
Yes, sir. I understand.
With you?
I understand, yes, sir.
And possibly believe that makeup is going to make you as intoxicated as having 6 to 8 drinks. ¿Qué has hecho cerca de este caso?
Mandé a hacer las placas.
Prueba.
No, le mandé a la señora.
Cuando tú haces cualquier cosa con el DPS o DMV, te dan prueba. Un email, receipt, algo te dan. Muéstrame algo que tienes, que has hecho.
Pregunté a la señora que es la que me está tramitando la placa y me dijo que no tiene nada, que a ella no le dan información.
So, no has registrado entonces, solamente hiciste una pregunta.
No registré.
Pruébamelo entonces.
Tengo mensajes de texto con la persona, la gente que me está haciendo el trámite.
Muéstramelo.
Okay, ¿puedo ir por mi teléfono?
I'm not going to take his word that he's just asking questions. I want some kind of proof that he's doing something, you know? Yeah, I mean, go get your boys, see what he's doing.
You want to bring him back, please? Okay.
Typically, Victor, as long as they start registering and you have proof,
I understand.
that's good enough.
My understanding is that he's going through somebody else to get the process done for him.
Ahí están mensajes. Hasta cuando le hice el pago, mandé toda la información.
So, I don't know if you want to see this, Judge. This is text message string. This is the inspection that he did that he sent to the lady who's doing the process for him.
Ayer mismo le pregunté si tenía.
So this is the actual registration?
That's the person who's doing the process for him. So he's sending her all the information. She's doing it for him.
I don't understand why he can't.
Whatever he feels comfortable doing, Judge, I don't know.
We got to put a time limit on this thing. It's
understand.
200 days. I mean, it's.
I'm only asking for one more reset.
How long do you want?
My last person was reset to December the 17th.
That day, if it's not done, it's plea or trial. I'm not going to give you any more. Tú no tienes más tiempo para la próxima vez que tú regreses aquí. Si no lo tienes hecho en total, no me importa un coco que tienes que hacer. Jurado con juicio la próxima vez. Entiendes, Mendez? Okay,
Understood.
all right.
Appreciate it.
SFBF, please, Jermaine.
Yes, sir.
Right,
Yeah.
Ms. Zuniga on page 30 is the first one.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Hey,
Sorry.
happy hump day. Wednesday. So we have is it Magali Zuniga?
Yes.
Ms. Zuniga, you're charged with driving while intoxicated. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. We are going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you, ma'am.
Yes, Judge.
Okay.
The officer initiated a traffic stop after observing the defendant weaving between lanes and disregarding a traffic control device on an exit ramp. The defendant stopped her vehicle in the middle of a moving lane of traffic on the entrance ramp to Katy Freeway, and upon contact, the officer observed a strong odor of an alcoholic beverage and glossy eyes. The defendant admitted to drinking a couple beers and stated that her last drink was at 9 p.m. and that she believed the current time was 11 p.m. or 12 a.m. It was actually 1 a.m. Center field sobriety tests were conducted. HGN 6 out of 6, walk and turn 6 out of 8, one leg stand 4 out of 4. The DIC was read and breath was refused. A blood warrant was signed and executed.
Okay. Can you look to see if there are any prior DWIs, please?
There are no prior DWIs, Your Honor.
Okay, Ms. Zuniga, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with the case. Do you have a valid Texas driver license? Can you give me your license, Alex, please? Do you have valid liability insurance in your name? Okay, you're not allowed to drive unless you have both, but I am now placing a restriction on you and your bond that you're not to consume alcohol or illegal drugs, and I'm going to randomly test you. If I find that you're consuming alcohol and kind of illegal drugs, you will go to jail. You will not get any more PR bonds. Do you understand?
I understand.
Because you have a lawyer, I will waive your appearance, but it's your responsibility to stay in touch with them, and he'll tell you when you have to come back to court. If he tells me he can't get a hold of you because you're playing games, I will issue a warrant for your arrest. So don't get in any trouble. Don't use, and just stay in contact and everything will be fine. All right. We'll have you sign a reset with Jermaine. We'll have you get with Fleischer for your bond conditions. And then after that, you guys are free to go.
Thank you very much, Your Honor. Great to see you.
Mr. Adams on 2 is our next one, Your Honor.
Okay.
I just.
Morning, Mr. Adams. Good morning. Mr. Adams, you're charged with possession of marijuana. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present during any questions and interviews with the state of Texas. If you cannot afford a lawyer will be appointed to represent you, sir.
Yes, Judge. The officer initiated a traffic stop after observing the defendant's vehicle run a red light and travel 73 miles per hour in a 60-mile-per-hour zone. Upon contact, the officer observed a strong odor of marijuana and asked the defendant when he last smoked. The defendant stated, "You caught me, I just finished rolling one." The defendant then handed the officer the blunt, and then the defendant gave the officer 2 bags of marijuana, approximately 0.636 ounces of marijuana.
Did you say there was the odor of weed in the car?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, Mr. Adams, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with your case. Do you have a valid Texas driver license?
Sir.
Run his license, please.
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you have valid liability insurance in your name? Are you sure? Do you have car insurance?
Yes, sir.
If you don't, you're not allowed to drive. I'm making that a condition of your bond, Mr. Adams. I want you to understand that I take it extremely serious. If you don't have car insurance, you get into an accident and you maim someone, they're going to come after you, where if you have liability insurance, your insurance takes care of you for all those needs.
Yes, Your Honor.
I'm not putting any conditions on your bond. Just be careful. Don't pick up any new cases. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Okay, we're going to reset your case to give you time to hire a lawyer. I'm going to have you go to Jermaine, sign a reset. After that, we'll just get you out of here. And when you come back, please have a lawyer. Okay? All right, be careful, man.
Bowman. Page 5, Your Honor. Bowman.
Okay.
I got these patches, and what followed was an absolute shock. I almost
Good morning, Ms. Bowman. Ma'am, you're charged with assault of a family member. You're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. We are going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you, ma'am.
Yes, Judge.
Okay.
The complainant and the defendant are in a dating relationship and live together. On November 12th, 2024, the officer was conducting a neighborhood patrol and observed an on-view disturbance between a vehicle and a pedestrian. The complainant stated that he and the defendant got into a verbal argument. The defendant hit the complainant approximately 1 time and bit him approximately 2 times on his right bicep, causing pain. The officer observed visible injuries on the complainant's right bicep and his right upper eye. The defendant stated that she bit him because she thought he was going to hit her.
Okay, Ms. Bowman, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with your case. Have you guys spoken to this person? Do we know whether he wants to continue to have contact with her or not? I'm sorry? Okay, don't say anything, please. I have a bunch of DAs here, and everything that you say, they're going to use it against you. They sit there, type it, so just don't say anything at this point.
A rip was performed, Your Honor, and it.
So guys, CW is here if you want to try. Because unless I know that this person wants to have contact with you, I'm going to order you not to have contact with this person. It is a Kevin Callahan. Okay. That's Mr. Callahan with the beard.
Yes.
Okay. Regardless, even if he wants to have contact with you, I'm ordering you not to have any threatening or harassing contact with him. You need to understand what is threatening or harassing doesn't matter what you think. It's what he perceives. So if I go like this, is that threatening, harassing? It is, and they can land you in jail. Do you understand? Do we know if alcohol had anything to do with this, Alex?
There's no allegation of alcohol, Your Honor.
Okay. The only other thing I'm going to advise you, Ms. Bowman, is that a protective order has been issued in this case. I would get to know the protective order because if you do something to violate that protective order, the state can and will file additional charges against you. And a violation of a protective order is one of the worst cases you can pick up in misdemeanor court. Do you understand? Okay. What do you do for a living?
I work for a consulting company.
And what kind of money do you make a month?
If I keep my job, like 8,000.
Okay, we're going to give you time to hire a lawyer. You don't qualify for an appointed lawyer. So I'll have you sign a reset with Jamae, and then we'll just have you take a seat in the jury box right now while we work out the kinks as far as the no contact order. Okay, please. First, we'll have you sign a reset.
Our next one, Your Honor, is going to be Mr. Cruz on page 8.
Harassing no way.
Yes, Judge.
Are you Xavier Luis Cruz? Mr. Cruz, you're charged with unlawful carrying of a weapon. You're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you, sir.
The officer initiated a traffic stop after observing the vehicle failed to signal a lane change, and the officer detained all occupants in the vehicle because none were wearing seatbelts. The driver of the vehicle gave a verbal consent to search, and the officer searched the vehicle and located a black and red bag located on the right rear passenger floorboard where the defendant was seated. The officer located the following items: a clear baggie containing meth, ice, and Xanax, and 2 baggies and a scale, and 1 Glock 47.
Was he the driver?
He was the rear passenger, and that's where the bag was located, where he was seated.
Mr. Cruz, how old are you, sir?
18.
I'm sending you now for a drug test. You must come right back. When you come back, we'll talk about your lawyer situation. But if you fail to go test, if you fail to come back, I will issue a warrant for your arrest. You will not get any more PR bonds. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Okay. I'm going to have you sign a reset with Jamae. And then after that, we're just going to have you take a seat while we send you and then come right back. Don't leave.
Okay.
All right.
Jenkins on 16 and 17 is our next one.
Blake Jenkins. Mr. Jenkins, you're charged with 2 cases. You're charged with 2 counts of terroristic threat. Was he on bond for this case and then he picked up a new case?
Yes, Your Honor, it appears so, that he was on bond for the.
He was literally on bond and then a week later he picks up a new case.
Can I say something?
Don't. Are you here with anyone today?
Sure.
Yes, yes, it appears correct. He was on bond and then he picked up a new case.
So as what I see, he picks up his first terroristic threat. We gave him a PR bond on November.
Here's the reality.
So, tell me if I'm wrong. So check this out. Tell me if I'm wrong, but it looks like both of these were just both 2Bs, meaning warrants had been issued, and he had not been picked up. This is Jenkins. And it looks like we picked him up all at one time, and he was given a PR bond on November 13th.
On the terroristic threat?
On both cases, they're both terroristic threats.
Yeah. Yeah, because it would have taken a month for him to get arraigned, so it must have been.
Yes, Your Honor, that's correct. There were.
Okay, so he was not on
No, he
bond.
was not. There were both 2Bs, Your Honor.
Now, do you guys know the relationship of Ryan Kalal?
He was just a member at the gym that the defendant attends.
Okay, so let's just go ahead and do probable cause on both cases.
Okay.
So Mr. Jenkins, you're charged with 2 cases. You're charged with 2 counts of terroristic threat. One is against a family member. So on that one, you're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. Your other case is just against a garden variety civilian. So on that one, you're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you, sir.
So for the terroristic threat involving a family member, the complainant and the defendant are brothers. The officer was dispatched to a residence in Harris County, Texas, in response to a family disturbance. The defendant was removing the complainant's belongings from the residence and putting them in the back of his own vehicle to prevent the complainant from getting his things. The complainant tried to remove his things from the back of the vehicle when the defendant stated, "I will kill you." The complainant was in fear for his life when the defendant said this. The defendant also later texted the complainant that if he touched his things again, that he would cause him severe pain. And then for the other terroristic threat on October 26, 2024, the officer was dispatched to Crunch Fitness in regard to a terroristic threat. The officer made contact with the complainant. The complainant, the manager at the gym, stated the defendant was involved in verbal and physical altercations with other members, and multiple complaints were filed. The complainant stated that the defendant's membership was canceled due to the issue with other members and the defendant making threats. The defendant then continued acting aggressively after finding out this information and caused a disturbance by screaming and cursing loudly. The complainant told the defendant he needed to leave and not return. The defendant became more agitated, left the business, but returned multiple times. The complainant stepped out with the defendant and told the defendant repeatedly not to return. The defendant responded multiple times he was going to come back to the business and kill the complainant.
All right. So, Mr. Jenkins, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward on both of your cases. I'm now ordering you on both of your cases not to have contact with each of those witnesses and not to go where they either live or where they work. Do you understand? In the first case against your brother, a protective order has been issued. So I would get to know that protective order, because if you violate the protective order, they will file additional charges against you. You violate those conditions, I can hold you at no bond, zero bond until this case is over with. And I want you to know that I will protect every single person of Harris County by all means necessary. And if that means putting you in jail, locking you up at $100,000 bond, $50,000 bond, $2,000, whatever it may be, it's going to happen. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
I'm also ordering you not to be in possession of any weapons as well. You're not to go back to Crunch Fitnesses also. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
You pick up any known cases, violate even one iota of these conditions, I'm going to keep you with me. And I'm going to tell you now, it's going to be high. And if you don't have anyone to pony up that kind of money, $10,000 to get you out, you will be stuck like Chuck in custody until these cases are over with. And I'm going to tell you, it takes damn near 9 months just to get a 911 tape. Do you understand? How old are you? What do you do for a living?
I worked in catering, and then now I'm doing solar. So I'm a sales representative.
What kind of money you make a month?
I haven't made any money. Right now I'm living off unemployment checks because the money I had from my last job ran out, and the money that I'm making on my new job is all commission. So I have to close the deal before I have any income.
Who are you living with?
I'm actually living in my car at the moment.
Okay. I'll have you fill out an application for an appointment. Actually, let me see your name. On this application, you says your spouse's salary is $10,000 a month. What does that mean?
My what?
It says under spouse's salary, $10,000. You make a total income of around $11,000 a month.
Did I fill that out? I didn't fill that out.
I'll have you fill out a new one then.
Okay.
So you're living in your car.
Yes.
How is that?
I mean, it's fine as long as it's not too high.
Sucks. Sucks to live in your car, doesn't it?
I mean, I don't have any money, so I mean, it's better than the street.
What I'm trying to tell you is that when you're living in someone's house, under their roof, don't bite the hand that feeds you, because register what I'm trying to tell you, Mr. Jenkins. If you're under someone else's roof and they're kind enough to take you in, when you bite the hand that feeds you or burn a bridge, you never know when you may need to cross that bridge. Now you've burnt the bridge, you can't even cross that bridge. You're living in a car. Living in a car sucks. So be nice. It's not hard, especially when you're living under someone else's roof. It's not that hard. And if you get into an issue where you fight with someone or you're upset, walk away, find another release. Do you understand what I mean? It's not hard. Be nice. Would you mind giving an application? I'm going to have you fill out this application because I need to know everything about you as far as money-wise. I'm going to have you sign a reset with Jermaine, and then I'm going to have you take a seat in the jury box where we get all your orders ready, and while I'll find you a lawyer. Okay? Okay.
So I'll be on the court today?
Yeah, I'm going to have you talk to a lawyer today. So don't leave until I excuse you.
Our last one, Your Honor, is Mr. Walker on 28.
So on both of those, no contact, no weapons, and no going to Crunch Fitness, and please.
Yes, Judge.
As I've gotten older, I sweat buckets under my boobs. I'm speaking as an OBGYN now. If you can control the sweat, you're controlling one element for a lot of women that contributes to irritation of the skin. So by using a sweat control, just the cream, you just go right under your boobs, just reach down your thigh folds so that you're not getting that hourglass of sweat in your under.
You, Johnny Walker. Mr. Walker, you're charged with driving on a suspended license. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one will be appointed to you, sir.
Yes, sir. The officers were dispatched to a minor accident in Harris County, Texas. The defendant provided the officer with his driver's license, which returned as not eligible. The officer noted that the defendant's license has a mandatory suspension with no lift date. The defendant also admitted to not having insurance on the vehicle.
Right. Mr. Walker, do you have a Texas driver license?
Not a license ID, I have.
You're not allowed to drive. If you drove here, you're not allowed to drive home. I will have you now sign an affidavit with me today promising me you're not going to drive. I don't know what you're doing in your life. I don't care who you're talking to, what you need to do. Nothing at all can ever now justify you getting into a car and driving. If you do, this is an affidavit. You are in violation of the affidavit, and I can have a hearing to hold you in contempt of court and slap you with an additional 6 months jail and a $500 fine every time you drive, because it's an offense in and of itself. So if you drive 5 times, I will have 5 contempt hearings. Do you understand? If you want to drive, go get a license, get liability insurance, and then we can talk, and I will happily take this off. But if I find that you drive, there will be HE double hockey sticks to pay.
Your Honor, the defendant said he has questions.
About an occupational license. What, do you have any information I could use to?
I cannot give you legal advice.
Okay.
What I would do first and foremost is go get your license. That's what you need to do. So you need to really do the legwork, call DPS and find out what you need to do. Don't take a half-ass approach, because that's what you're trying to do. You're trying to take the easy way out, and that's not the way to do it. You need to call DPS. I will even give you the number to DPS for you to call. That's the number to the driver's license division, to DPS. When you call them at 7 o'clock sharp, as soon as the phone line's open. Don't call at 7:02, 9:05, 1:42, because you will never get through. I'm telling you this from past experience. The only time I ever got through was to call right when the phone line's open, which is at 6:59 to 7 o'clock, because then you'll get through to be able to talk to someone. Call them and say, okay, this is my number. This is who I am. What do I need to do to get my license back? Has it been more than 2 years since you've had a license? Then you're going to have to retest. You'll probably have to take the driver's test. You'll probably have to take a written test just to get it back, not to mention surcharges and everything like that.
Yeah.
What we're going to do now is I'll have you sign this affidavit promising us you're not going to drive. I'll get you to Jamay to sign a reset, and then we're going to get you out of here. And when you come back, please have a lawyer, sir.
Hey, it's Ashley with 4 Patriots. We're in a bit of trouble.
I'm going to go ahead and call this one, ladies and gentlemen. It's been fun. I like Judge Fleischer. So tomorrow is Judge Simpson, Judge J. Cedric Simpson. And don't forget, we do the live scanner feed at 11 o'clock at night here. 11 o'clock until whatever. T-Mobile decided they wanted to update the firmware on their equipment, and that's why the internet. It's a trial and error with everything that I do. At least I'm trying to put different content out on this channel. least I'm trying to do something on this channel, staying away from the drama. I don't want that stuff on my channel. I really don't. I don't want people that are gonna come on here and try to take over the narrative. And that's the difference between my channel and the Two Fleas channel. Okay, the Two Fats channel, that's all they do is drama. Why YouTube? I still don't understand to this day why YouTube lets them still be on if they are violating the terms of service. See, back in the day, back in 2015, you stole my content and used it for any reason, I could copyright strike you. Now it seems fair use has come into play with all of this. But you know what? That's you know, let these channels do whatever the hell they want to do. Do the gaff. Does it look like I give a fuck? No, I don't. I'm doing what I'm doing on my channel. Mercy Lady Wise Oracle said something to me in one of my chats last year. She said, talk about whatever I wanted to talk about on this channel. And the main thing, be myself. And that's what I have been doing for over a year now, almost a year now. Being myself, doing my thing on my channel. I finally figured out what I wanted, thanks to Linda. So, and then just adding the live scanner feed, which is just adding different content to the channel. I'm trying to grow this channel. But that's it. You know, I'm not going to sit on here for an hour or 2 hours and talk about Two Fats. The Marlboro Twins. I call them the Marlboro Twins. Oh, speaking of which, I've been 3 weeks cigarette free. Nicotine free, but I'm about to kill somebody. It's hard. So that's it for today, ladies and gentlemen. What I'll do is, what I do at night is, I let the scanner feed run overnight. I'm not here. So once that live stream starts, I'm not sitting behind the desk. I'm on my way to the bed. So, but yes, I'm trying to bring different content. This is about the court and the law. I guess what better? I thought it was fitting to add that because you talk about police arresting people, doing stuff like that. So like I said, that's it for today. Live scanner feed will be at 11 o'clock tonight. You all have a ta-ta and ciao. I will see you guys again tomorrow for Judge Simpson. You all have a wonderful evening, and I'll see you on the next one. Have a good evening.
see clear. You're my solid ground, always drawing near. Never give up on this heart of mine. Put it back together every single time.